Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Assalatu wassalamu ala asrofil anbiya'i wal mursalin sayyidina wa maulana Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajmain. Amma ba'du. Allah said in Holy Quran, "And do not compel your slave girls to prostitution if they desire chastity to seek therapy, the temporary interest of worldly life. And if someone should compel them, then indeed Allah is to them after their compulsion, forgiving and merciful." Quran Surah An-Nur verse 33. And relate with the adagium says that the son in the mother's. This verse relate with an adagium filius in utero matris as pars viscerum matrix, which means a child in the womb is part of the mother's life. Mother is a very special woman. This privilege is born from the struggle of a mother in conceiving, giving birth, educating until there is a mother who has to struggle to pay for her family's life and education due to various background factors. Women who should receive protection actually get the opposite harassment that should not occur in the world of work. Sexual harassment that occurs in the workplace is the background to creating an area of zero sexual harassment zone. There are various forms of harassment ranging from whistling, teasing, sexual advances, to being forced to have sexual relations. This, of course, causes discomfort and even trauma for survivors of sexual harassment. This feeling of discomfort and trauma doesn't last for a moment, but over a long period of time. It is the existence of survivors and perpetrators who are both in the same company or can be said to be in the same workplace that creates a long-lasting feeling of discomfort. The hardest case that occurred was there was a survivor who became pregnant with a child of the perpetrator of sexual harassment and had to be married off to someone else. Fear, shame, and not knowing where to complain about acts of sexual harassment are the reasons why sexual harassment cases in the industrial world are buried deep. Behavior that falls into the category of sexual harassment is considered normal behavior and doesn't fall into the category of sexual harassment. This condition makes perpetrators increasingly rampant in carrying out their actions. The perpetrators were not only from the field workers, for example, mechanics, operators, but also from the personnel department, including the perpetrators of the sexual violence. This uncomfortable and traumatic condition was made worse by threats from personnel in the personnel department who threatened female workers who didn't want to give into their sexual desires to terminate their employment. About the decent work for all, in the world we have a conception decent work for all. The Constitution of Indonesia has regulated the protection of rights for Indonesian citizens in Article 27, paragraph 2, which regulates the right to obtain decent work, which reads, "Every citizen has the right to work and a living that is worthy of humanity." Apart from that, in Article 28I, paragraph 2 states that every person has the right to be free from discriminatory treatment on any basis, has the right to receive protection against such discriminatory treatment. This arrangement is further strengthened by the existence of conception decent work for all, which applies internationally, and it has four contents as a pillars, namely freedom from forced labor, freedom to form associations, non-discrimination, and freedom from child labor. This form of sexual harassment in the workplace is a form of discrimination which is certainly not in accordance with the Constitution and conception decent work for all, which applies internationally. As stated in the preamble to Law Number 13 of 2003 concerning manpower, protection of workers is intended to guarantee the basic rights of workers or laborers and guarantee opportunities and treatment without discrimination on any basis to realize the permanent welfare of workers and their families. Pay attention to developments in the business world. Basic rights as referred to in the preamble and defined as rights that every human being has a consequence of being a citizen of a country, or it can be said as given from country. As the main regulation of labor law in Indonesia, Law Number 13 2003 has regulated various forms of legal protection for female workers, including regarding working time for female workers, as well as rest periods for female workers. However, it doesn't yet strictly regulate sexual harassment in the workplace. One of the articles in the employment law or in the manpower regulation in Indonesia states that there is protection for the protection of decency for female workers, but it is still specifically for female workers who carry out their work at night. The regulation in Article 76, paragraph 3, letter B states that the employers who employ female workers between 11 p.m. and 7 a.m. are obligated to maintain decency and safety while at work. So how is the decency protection of female workers who work outside the hours stated in these provisions? This is the big question. An additional task for the government is to review policies that have not been regulated and create a form of protection that can then be implemented. Sexual harassment that occurs in industrial areas or in the workplace has an impact on reducing the performance of workers as survivors of sexual harassment, so that productivity decreases, which results in the continuity of the entrepreneur's business, and the welfare of the workers decreases. Of course, this must be a concern and consideration for entrepreneurs in running the company's business by preventing harassment in the company. The guidelines for preventing sexual harassment in the workplace. The government has developed regulation to overcome this condition. These guidelines were formed as an instrument to increase awareness and as means of education, raising awareness and education in preventing sexual harassment in the workplace. However, these guidelines are not binding and are only expected to provide guidance as a reference for employers, workers, and agencies responsible for the field of employment to prevent and deal effectively with sexual harassment. Efforts to prevent and enforce sexual harassment in industrial areas that can be carried out now are: first, affirming an industrial area as zero sexual harassment zone. Second, carry out massive and intensive outreach regarding the prevention and enforcement of sexual harassment in industrial areas. And the third, three-way communication between the government, employers, and workers in a coherent manner. And the last one, the fourth, an agreement is made as stated in the work agreement and collective work agreement or in company regulation. With this condition, Islam greatly glorifies the honor of women. So as Muslim, we can also maintain the honor of our fellow humans. Wallahu alam bishawab. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.